Harry's wife, child cruelty. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. With Harry's wife bleating about the supposed impact upon Lilibet and Archie by the loss of Frogmore Cottage, doing so in a pity play through Hello, see immediate parts passim, it is unsurprising to find the hypocrisy of the awful child cruelty that's been exhibited as a consequence of the emulation of the cover of Wah. Yes, courtesy of the Daily Mirror, an article written by Amber O'Connor tells us, Boys Prince Harry World Buck Day costume dubbed masterpiece, as Mum explains choice. And as you can see, young Ellis Wright has created, with the help of Mum, a costume where he's going as a copy of Wah, resplendent with ginger locks, ginger beard, ginger eyebrows, and of course the Prince of Ginger in full effect as a placard. Mum has wowed royal fans after transforming her son into Prince Harry for World Buck Day. 3-year-old Ellis Wright is known for his bold personality, so when he was invited to dress up for the annual occasion, his mum quickly decided on the perfect costume. Keen to follow her son's wishes, as he didn't want a traditional costume for his first World Buck Day at preschool, she suggested the Duke of Sussex and author of Wah. And the youngster loved it. Come now, Mum, surely you must recognise that this is an act of abject cruelty to cause your son to have to be associated with that piece of nonsense that contains reference to frozen todgers and half written by Harry's wife. It's not a bug. It is an instrument of pity plays and asserting control. Surely Mrs. Wright ought to realise that this is entirely wrong, that she's using Wah as a device involving her son. His mum, Melissa Wright, 36 from Surrey, set to work, no doubt utilising satanic means and witchcraft to furnish this ginger aberration, creating a costume that's nothing short of a masterpiece, as impressed parents have dubbed it. Using children's hairspray and face paint, no doubt created using virgin's blood and sliced gherkins, she transformed Ellis into Prince Harry, complete with ginger hair and a beard, which her son picked as his favourite part of the outfit. I hope there was no further attempts at realism by subjecting poor Ellis to further changes in order to fit in with the Prince of Ginger Bollocks. I was a bit worried because I guess it is a controversial topic, because everybody does have quite a big opinion, Melissa admits. Thankfully, people have agreed the idea is quite harmless and funny so far, and she's not had any negative feedback. But think of the trauma that you're visiting upon your son, that he was forced to transform into the ginger. He'll wake up in the night crying out for your perfume. He'll want, as he gets older, he'll have a sudden craving for Elizabeth Arden cream. What horrors have you visited upon this young man? Essentially, it is just fun, she added. Oh, you might think that it's fun now, Mrs. Wright, but when Judgment Day comes and your son says, Mummy, why did you make me dress up as a ginger person? That was so horrible. It's nothing against gingers, but this particular one, and the way he goes on, I now feel as though I always have to do what my girlfriend tells me to do. You've made me turn into a simp. The single mum also stressed it was a tongue-in-cheek choice made to delight her little prince, who has not read Wah, well, at least there's some saving grace in this sorry episode, but shares similarities with its author. You see, already the rot is setting in, like some strange kind of Dorian Gray related tale this book starts to control those that are near it. Melissa explained, as he's only 3, I was giving him some suggestions, the typical sort of Julia Donaldson characters, or things 3-year-olds would like to be read. Then he was like, no, I don't want that one. He is quite feisty. He's definitely got an opinion, which then kind of led me to Harry. She added, as a family, we do quite love the royal family. He loved the Jubilee. My mum threw a huge party, and he still talks about that now. I suspect it was more that he had a party to go to rather than it being about the Jubilee, Mrs. Wright. He's a bit obsessed with being a prince as well, so I thought it would be perfect. Careful, you don't know what you're unleashing here, Mrs. Wright. As to what Ellis will be next year, his playground admirers can be sure it will be another outside-of-the-box idea, as the Prince Harry costume is one in a long line of brilliant creations from the family. Melissa, who is the director of an office refurbishment company and works as a makeup artist at weekends, is known for creating epic costumes for his big sister, Xanthi, aged 9. Together, the mum and daughter duo love to make the most of Melissa's skills, but they swap her usual classic bridal makeup for more creative designs. As such, World Book Day has become something of a tradition for the pair. It is basically mine and my daughter's favourite day of the year, other than Halloween, Melissa explained. What? Ahead of Christmas? Whether or not this is the reason her son loves dressing up, Melissa is not sure. But she's happy, so long as he is. He won't be for much longer, after you having to force him to appear like Prince Harry, you know. There are some boys in his class that are refusing to dress up, but Ellis is not that boy. He really loves it, she added. If he didn't love it, I would never have done it. But he just wouldn't have done it. He's 3. Don't mess with 3-year-olds. As to what Prince Harry might think of the costume, she's not sure, but hopes Ellis would get the royal seal of approval. I hope he would find it funny. I guess in a way it is promoting his book. I hope he would really like it. I hope they all would. Well, Harry's not going to object to it as somebody dressing up as the cover of him, but doesn't it seem really more about getting a bit of social media clout than it being about a book that this boy actually likes? Isn't it meant to be about a book that he's read and enjoyed? That's my understanding of World Book Day for kids, from what I've gleaned by osmosis. Not about what you want to do in order to stick on social media and then exploit your child as he parades around on a sandwich board of Spare, all gingered up. But there you are. Much of what is wrong with the world today, isn't it? But maybe she will end up ruining the day that she put young Ellis through this ordeal. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.